What is up, YouTube? So today's Tarant tip is kind of like a tip to get you a bunch of free quality stuff. I know VSTs, all the effects, all the stuff, like there's hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff you could be investing in, but there's also a bunch of free stuff. You could download, learn the basics, like what the actual plugin is doing, the parameters, what the knobs do and stuff like that. And then when you realize, okay, I know what these things do, then you could invest in, maybe a higher quality one, if there's such thing as that. Really, they're just different styles of the same thing. Then you could invest later down in the road. But for the most part, everything I'm going to show you, it basically covers the whole spectrum, and they're all free. Let's get started. I think it's Vox Tango or Vox Tango, whatever. However you say that, this company is really great. You just come to their website and then you, where is it? Oh, you click this top button right here and it brings up all their free ones. And so you got a delay, overdrive, another delay, you got mid-side, so your stereo and not. The spectrum analyzer, that's what I use from them the most, and I also have, I think, the mid-side. They also have an analyzer, but I like the spectrum analyzer over this one. So they have EQs. This is, say you're sending out a demo or something, you put this on and it creates like a beep or a shh every so often, so it kind of like, protects your beat from people ripping it and then either releasing it as their own or recording vocals on top before they actually buy the beat or whatnot. So this is really good for, protecting your stuff. Reverb, more EQ. Recording is there, which allows you to record the output of a channel or bus. Okay, so this is cool too. Guitar amp and then a stereo widener, which I think I downloaded as well. If not, I might download because it looks like a nice light plugin to use for stereo imaging rather than ozone and stuff like that. But that's this company, the Vox Tango. The other one that it's like high quality and it's free is Tarant Records. And you could see, there is stuff for sale, but what I use is the Nova, which is a dynamic EQ. So if you want to, instead of EQing out just a certain section, you could EQ it at a certain threshold, and then it's kind of like a compressor, but just for that, this EQ band. So like, see this right here? Any sound that goes above this line, it's gonna, dip down or something like that, depending on the threshold and all the settings. So it's basically like a compressor with your EQ, is the easiest way to say it. The other thing I use from them is not that. That is a so dynamic compression. The other one I use is the Slick EQ. It's a nice little EQ plugin. If you get the full version, it's like they're on the low end. Like they're not too high priced, I would say, for how good of quality these are. This is really reasonable price, whereas other companies, you're gonna pay up to $100 for an EQ. But again, the free one is great. I love it. I love it. It does what it needs to do, and when I rely on these two, it does what it needs to do, and that's great. And it was free too, which is even better. And I do see myself maybe upgrading in the future, but right now, the free plugins, they're doing what I need it to do. So why waste the money, right? Only spend what you need. Now, DSK, I've known them for a long time. I wrote about them on the website and stuff. But the issue I had with them, at least back then, I'm not sure if it's the same now, but all of these free plugins are 32-bit, and there's also another page too. So if you're going to be running 32-bit, great, download all these. And I think it's only for PC, the actual VSTs. So the way to get around this though is if you actually download it, it's only $25 right now, and you get all these, but you could get them in Contact libraries. So, you could just load them up in Contact. Now I could run it in 64-bit, and Mac users could use them too. So now me and my partner, we could actually start using these and not just have to keep on resampling and stuff like that, which is great. And Contact I just love the way Contact runs. You can load sounds up, save them, and it's great. Whereas these, yeah, they're cool, standalone VSTs, but I'm used to Contact and the way it works, and yeah, stuff like that. If I could get a Contact library, I'd rather get that and just load it in that way. So, as I was saying, I wrote about free plugins and VSTs a while ago, but those are some of the newer ones, and plus DSK, like I said, now they have the Contact library, and now you could use it for what you want to use it for and not just be 32-bit PC. But anyway, so here's part 2 of the free plugin list I did. All of them have links to the download page. These are all free VSTs. There is way more out there if you just search free VSTs, but these are the ones that I've used or seen people use, and I know that they're going to be quality for free. So I definitely suggest you download just one of these or all of them. Just think about what you need or what you don't have or what you want to experiment with and try them out. Again, don't overload yourself with a bunch of free stuff. Just go into a couple at a time, learn them, and figure out what you want to use them for in your music, and then you can start adding more to the library and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys like these free VSTs and are going to use them and get the most out of it and all that stuff. I know I loved the ones. Oh my god. I know I love the ones I downloaded so far, and there's no doubt you guys will love these free plugins. Who doesn't love free stuff, especially when the free stuff is high quality? It's great. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Free VSTs that I didn't go over help out the community, help me out, and peace.